For this project, we're gonna need some summery yarn. I am using this black airy yarn with specks of silver glitter. We will also need a hook. I'm using a 4mm hook today. We're gonna need a pair of scissors and some stitch markers. For our first row, we're going to use the foundation single crochet, and the foundation row should be as long as half of your chest measurement. So my chest measurement was 20 centimeters, so my foundation row should be 10 centimeters long. I have a foundation row that's 10 centimeters long, so we're going to mark this stitch right here. Now, starting from the stitch marker, the length should be the shoulder length. So we're going to keep foundation crocheting until we've hit our shoulder length. So for me, it's going to be 25 centimeters. I've crocheted exactly 25 centimeters, so we're going to mark this stitch again. Now we're going to count how many stitches there are up until the stitch marker and include the marked stitch. I did exactly 20 stitches including the marked stitch, and so for the next part I'm going to double that because this was half my chest measurement. So for the next part I'm going to be doing 40 stitches. I'm done with the 40 stitches, so now I'm going to make the same number of stitches as this part here. So I have 45 stitches here, so I'm going to make 45 more stitches for the 1, 2, 3, 4th part. When we're done with our foundation row, we're going to turn our work like this and crochet into the first V to start our second row and mark your first stitch. We're going to crochet until we get to the stitch marker. When we get to the marked stitch, we're going to chain 2, take the marker out, single crochet, and put the marker into the chain space. And we're going to keep single crocheting until we get to the next marker. We're going to do the same thing for the next marker. Chain 2, take the marker out, single crochet, and marker into the chain 2 space. keep single crocheting, and you're going to do the same thing to the next marker and the next. When we are at the end of the row, we're going to turn our work towards the left, single crochet into the first stitch, and mark. So for this row, we're going to single crochet up until the marker, and when you get here, you're going to take the marker out, make a single crochet into the chain space, chain 2, make another single crochet into the chain space, and a single crochet into the next stitch. And again, you're going to mark the chain 2 space. You're going to repeat this for every corner or every yoke. At the end of the row, we're going to take the marker out, make the last single crochet, turn our work towards the left, make our first single crochet, and mark the first stitch. We're going to repeat what we did the previous row for the rest of the collar part. You can make the collar as wide as you like. I want mine to be about, I'll be crocheting until I'm happy with the width of my collar. I'm done with the collar part of the cardigan. So we're gonna fold this in half, and this is gonna be our square neckline. We're gonna start doing treble crochets instead of single crochets. First we need to get to the height of a treble crochet. Some people like to chain 4. What I like to do is to stack my single crochets, and I usually stack 2 single crochets for a double crochet, so we're gonna stack 3 this time. To do a stacked single crochet, put your hook into the first stitch, yarn over, pull through. Now you have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2. You still have the 2 loops here. You're gonna go into the left loop like this, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Again, we have these 2 loops here. We're gonna go into the left one, yarn over, pull through, and yarn over, pull through. Now you have a stacked single crochet with 3 single crochets stacked on top of each other. If you like, you can mark this V right here because this is our stitch, like so. Now we're gonna do treble crochets into every stitch. When we get to the yoke, we're gonna treble crochet once into the chain space, and we're gonna chain 2 and make another treble crochet into the chain space, and keep treble crocheting like usual. When we're done with the treble crochet row, we're going to turn our work and do the same thing but with single crochets. So single crochets all the way, and at the yoke we're going to single crochet into the chain space, chain 2, another single crochet into the chain space, and single crochet like usual. We're going to repeat these 2 rows of treble crochet row and a single crochet row until we get to row number 6. I'm done with the 6 rows, and I put a bobby pin in here to hold this part together because this is how I'm gonna wear it when I'm done. And I think I'm gonna start the decreases now so that it's round like this. I'll put up a graph right here that shows how I'm gonna decrease, but if this isn't clear enough, please do tell me and I'll try my best to explain it in a better way. But other than that, I'm gonna start with the decreases and I'll meet you guys where I'm gonna join for the armhole. I'll have to see how far down I want the armhole to be. I just finished the 11th row and I'm on my way on the 12th row, and I put a stitch marker in the armpit area to join the armholes to see what it looks like, and I think this looks quite good. So on the 12th row, which is a single crochet row, I'm gonna join the armholes. We are done with the body, so now I'm gonna cut this off, leaving a long tail. This yarn likes to unravel a little bit, so I'm gonna leave a little knot at the end. I think I'm gonna weave in the ends already so that I don't have to do it all at once later. We're gonna start with the sleeves, and our first standing single crochet is gonna be in either of these chain spaces, and I'm gonna make it in the one in the back, so this one. Make a standing single crochet and single crochet like normal. We're gonna single crochet all around, and we're gonna see each other when we have to join at the end. At the end of the row, the last stitch is gonna be in this chain space, and we're gonna find the first standing single crochet that we made and slip stitch into that. There we go. That's our first row done of the sleeve. We're gonna just ignore the gaping hole that happens to be in the armpit area. Maybe that's a plus when it gets too warm. We're gonna turn our work, skip the first stitch, go into the second one, and do a stacked single crochet, and stack it twice so that it's 3 single crochets stacked on top of each other. Like this. And we're gonna crochet like normal. The sleeves are pretty straightforward because I'm not gonna make any decreases because this fabric is pretty stiff. I think if I make any decreases, it's gonna look a little wonky. I want this to be almost, not bell sleeve, but almost, yeah, almost. Almost like a bell sleeve. So we're gonna do the same thing. Repeat the 2 rows of treble crochet and single crochet until we hit an appropriate length for our arms.
One sleeve to go.